三界是当作业有难了，将就巴拉多大内要尊敬，乃给因所业被是难解，若拉本质三界这白手。南无我东巴须耶歌，然因萨拉瓦龙觉座，得耶那座这个啦，将有恩加尊耶，南无。三界当界德瓦当德维约当等巴拉约罗杰，东阿当东阿吉约当拉瓦约罗杰，东阿梅贝梅达瓦拉约罗杰，达维当约仁波拉内巴拉约罗杰。
May all beings be happy and have the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and its causes. May they never lose the happiness free from sorrow. May they be free from attraction, aversion, and partiality, and remain in great equanimity. Sanjay Sala Kopeche Zopa Chenpo Menaki Ramri Choku Toparcha. To establish every single being in numbers vast as space in the state of Buddhahood, I will realize self-knowing awareness, the Dharmakaya, through the instructions of Zopa Chenpo.
Page 9. Lord, Senke, senke, tanchu, duzi,
mind is free of delusion. I bow to these, the Guru's body, speech, and mind. All creating sky yogi, expanse of impartial great bliss, unconditional, spontaneously present inner space. I bow at the feet of the omniscient Rupa. In all my lives, may I never be separated from you, sublime being, and always be nourished by the taste of your speech, Amrita, the sacred Dharma. Blessed voices praised by the Buddha, after giving up all activities of this life, may I never be apart from the ultimate Dharmakaya Guru. Giving up the selfish attitude focused on my own peace and happiness, taking all beings as limitless as space under my affectionate care, may I establish them on the path to liberation. The Dharmakaya Guru is complete within my own pure mind. To recognize my nature is the supreme essential supplication. The whole phenomenal world is the display of the Guru. May I realize the ultimate Trikaya Guru. I anoint this space with perfumed water and sprinkle it with flowers. Adorn with hot air of the four continents, the sun and moon. I visualize it as a Buddha realm and offer it. May all beings enjoy this perfect realm. According to sentient beings' dispositions and specific mental capacities, please turn the Dharma wheel to the greater, lesser, or common vehicles.
These arouse the altruistic motivation of bodhisattva. And in that spirit, please listen to the teachings. So yesterday was a quote was given from Lama Tsongkhapa, and so we'll read this slowly. The knowledge that appearances arise unfailingly in dependence, and the knowledge that they are empty and beyond all assertions. As long as these two appear to you as separate, there can be no realization of the Buddha's wisdom.
Again?
Yes.
Sit.
One more time.
Sit.
Very slowly, very slow motion. This one doesn't use it.
Yes, sir.
One more paragraph or two. That would be done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The knowledge that appearances arise unfailingly in dependence. And the knowledge that they are empty and beyond all assertions. As long as these two as long as these two appear to you as separate, there can be no realization of the Buddha's wisdom.
Maybe we print
It's better we print it out.
and put somewhere. We'll copy there.
Also on the Sawa house.
Yeah.
Maybe we could post the link.
Okay. Some they don't know how to do it. They
You can print it out.
print it out. Yeah. Yeah. So read again, slowly, but don't write down. It will take all the time.
Yeah.
I'm happy, but I feel nervous doing nothing.
Yes, sir.
Then,
So now we'll just read it, you can listen, and then later you can write it down. I'll read the next two verses as well, they kind of go together.
read the first one also. Read all one time, not stop.
Yes, sir. The knowledge that appearances arise unfailingly in dependence, and the knowledge that they are empty and beyond all assertions. As long as these two appear to you as separate, there can be no realization of the Buddha's wisdom. Yet, when they arise as once, not each in turn, but both together, then, through merely seeing unfailing dependent origination, certainty is born, and all modes of misapprehension fall apart. That is when discernment of the view has reached perfection. When you know that appearances dispel the extreme of existence, while the extreme of nothingness is eliminated by emptiness. And you also come to know how emptiness arises as cause and effect. Then you will be immune to any view entailing clinging to extremes.
This also can put in www.buddha.org. has its own link, no?
Yeah.
Also, Baba, also the core, Nanzuba, Lanyams and Embala, and in Koviki Chu, Young, Melungunangla, Sunin, Chick, and Yams Lemper Chick your ace.
So also, as practitioners, when it comes to practice, we can experience all phenomena, all samsaric experience, as appearing like a reflection in the mirror. Sunyi,
Sunin message. Same platform. Chipachigare, Kazon Chanju Sam Shed, Tapa Megushiora, in Antigi, like a shitty thing or Tegana Shibani, just like before, Melon Nang Zunin, Manguya Venani, Kapsa Papa, Suni, and Mixing Suni, special Suni Shigre. The Karizana is coming.
And so, using the same platform that we've been discussing, which is the mirror and the reflections in the mirror, we're going to discuss another special reflection that can appear in the mirror.
Dayan Kazoshiwana, just reminding Korang Ripitsale Shayongi, Zunin Chitang, Yang, Ko Solwa Cheni, Dupiki, Zunin Chik Niorwa.
So just to remind you, there's really two kinds of reflections that can appear. There's the natural expression of Rigpa, kind of reflection, and there's a reflection that appears from karma and habitual patterns.
Duje Karma Lamazo.
Ale.
Dubdi, Solwa Chen.
Solwa cheni.
Da, Mugu Solwa Chegura.
Laso.
Mugu Rangshin Sharajita, Mugu Solwa Cheniora.
Laso. So that, and then there's the effortful one that we accomplish or make happen deliberately. So in this case, there's the type of devotion that appears naturally, and there's the type of devotion that we cultivate deliberately.
So today's devotion. Devotion, Goyag Jumsiti Karesana, Namjurpala. Chilap Sengi Yoreda. Chilap the Jupiter Chevala, Tini, Mugujala Legori, Tebada Mugu Senjila.
The purpose of devotion is receiving blessings. There are blessings. And you can say faith and devotion are the gateway to blessings.
That's Chijala blessing. Share Kaliko Yoto in a Sheshains.
I think it's probably quite difficult for modern Western folk to understand blessings, but I'm going to teach it anyway.
Blessing singing to so Rang Nyams Nyoni. Toates Nyams Nyol Teni, Tini, Nishi Jigdua. Toatsan Manona, blessing ki. Toatsan Manona, the blessing Yore Sanaya. I understand. Lamsang, each Chitua Kalakaura.
So based on some kind of taste of direct experience, some kind of taste we can have of the practice, then there's a way we can understand and relate to blessings. without any taste of practice, without any taste of direct experience, I think it's quite difficult to understand blessings.
오 중중 강네 아니 culture키 habit kinangla 주댕이지나 아니 대바사근데 요레스 그 중중이 아바다 아마 다 된소강하게 인플루언스 중중간에 내용이나 어다 짐지 마셔장 아니 다 대바지 지나지 요레 되는 거 란신 안그 용거로 와 다 대야메 양 짐생이 제수 장네 진압상의 간도요 제 대양 뭐 맛이 I understand suffering that zambolimi mangboji dinyi nang de yorwa yana junjugane cultural influence jene ko teba jilab yore sangchi ta nganzu dende jen sarre I think all of lamas ta dende jen sarre unconscious kinangla another banana beautiful teba banana ji tuksharwa ta the banana me then yang chik rely on chepachen chepake tomato that is a difficult situation redwa
Really.
the induta karchere sana
Naso.
ta karchegore
Naso.
ta chepachiala karchegore
Naso.
tepa bajena chenap chug mare mögu tebada mögu mena chenap chug kal khawre
Naso.
ani chenap chug par chebala ani chenap chug gode tebada mögu ji gore
Naso.
tebada mögu di lamji chogre vesna mare goba chog teba mögu vesna mare teba chog di chenap chug gore
Naso.
chenap chug par chebala tebada mögu di gogre se gormado
Naso.
teba mögu mena chenap chugna why not ani angry jingane chenap churojena why not attaching on chenap churojena then attachment practice jena chenap chugdu do ta digdo
Naso. So another possibility is that
I'm just trying to understand modern suffering.
Another possibility is that we learn faith and devotion and about blessings when we're very young. It's sort of inculcated into us by our mother and father in our culture. So this is another possibility. Either that happens, or we can use reasoning to understand blessings and how they come about. But if we have neither of these, then that's a tough situation. That's a particular type of suffering. And I think a lot of modern people may have that. They don't get it as children, culturally, or from their parents. That sort of special banana, which is a very good banana.
Organic gluten devotion banana.
And they don't get it from reasoning. They haven't they haven't cultivated it through reasoning either. So I think, this is a tough situation. The lamas here from Himalayan region.
We all have banana.
But without that, and without the reasoning, the understanding of what blessings are and how to stimulate them, then what to do? We have to do something because we need blessings. Without blessings, it's difficult to progress on the path. And in order to get blessings, we need faith and devotion. Faith and devotion are the gateway to blessings. But how to give rise to faith and devotion if we're not, conditioned to it as children? And the purpose, it's important to say, the purpose of faith and devotion is to receive blessings. The purpose isn't just to have faith and devotion. there was another way to get blessings, then why not use that? If we could, through getting really angry, get blessings, then great. Or through sinking into attachment, if we could get attachment blessings, then practice attachment. But it seems that the way to get blessings is faith and devotion. So how can we get that?
Oh. No banana, no conviction of intelligence. What do we do? Just think about it. Don't need answer. Maybe there's no answer. Joking, there's answer. I don't know what to say. Say something.
Please teach us about devotion.
Is devotion can teach? Oh, you need to happen. That's brainwashing. How? Oh, you asking me? Nicht. Hmm? How?
You have an experience of a miracle with someone.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I guess I'll speak personally. I've had certain miracles happen in the Dharma with different teachers, and by that I have devotion. And also...
So it's happened, but you didn't train.
No, didn't train. But then also I remember years ago, Mati Ricard talked about how he had tremendous respect for his lamas, and out of that it came the devotion.
It's happened.
It happened.
But
it
he
was
didn't
out
train.
of... Say again?
But he didn't train on devotion.
I don't think he
Devotion
did.
happened.
Yes,
But then he increased that.
correct.
It
But
never happened. Can we make it happen? Or once we have, we can we're able to increase that. Yeah. I have to give it to her, otherwise
I'll mess up his schedule.
she might send it. She might send a wrong continent.
So great. Well, I was just thinking, Rinpoche, it's like children have natural devotion. It's just comes right out of them. They're just devoted to their parents and to their grandparents. And so it seems like we have that opportunity to encourage
is there.
that. The
Seed
seed
is
is
there.
definitely there. And I think what someone else was saying about respect, it seems like also you can help children appreciate, because I think devotion comes from appreciation, where you
And some
see
basic trust.
and gratitude and trust,
Yeah.
and they have so much trust that somehow if we can protect that
Right.
and encourage that, then it's natural. It's not really like learning it. It's like it's essence, coming
Right.
from the essence love.
Yeah.
And then
I better say
having the handshake,
yes.
which to get the monsters who prevent it
Yes.
from appearing,
Yes.
I think it's like our most natural.
Yes, that's the one. Say yes.
He wants dinner tonight.
Yeah, good, good. So, ability is there, capacity is there. But how we can encourage? Or shall we encourage or shall not encourage? So encouragement is not doctrination? Indoctrination?
Indoctrination.
So our children should have it. Our children should have that banana? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Rinpoche,
Yeah.
I grew up learning devotion from my mother, but it wasn't blind devotion. It was devotion that was inspired by stories. And then, so when
How do you know the story is blind?
Well, there was people that I went to church with that were,
okay.
Anything anybody said, that's the truth. But the way that I was taught was to investigate, and then that, through the stories that I investigated and was told, then that inspired, because of the stories of those people having devotion, that inspired devotion. And then when I heard about the disciples of the Buddha, then that inspired the devotion as well, but not a blind devotion.
Okay.
Rinpoche, I feel like through experience we build trust, and from trust then we go to faith and devotion.
Yeah, good. I should say yes. Otherwise the sound might not be there. Good, very good. Good, yeah. Yeah, sorry. People who didn't speak so too much, you have chance. People spoke a lot, nasht.
Well, in part I'm echoing what others have already said, but I think that one first experiences devotion from one's mother, because they're devoted to the child, caring for them, nurturing them, and protecting them. And that awakens something in one's heart. And then by analogy with one's teacher, one also experiences that same love and protection, and out of that the devotion arises.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Rinpoche, I wonder what's the relationship between inspiration and devotion? Because, I feel like a lot of the devotion that I experience comes from
Inspiration?
Yeah,
Inspiration?
reading life stories and learning more about my teachers' lives, and so
Devoyore.
There is a connection.
We see, we'll talk about that a little bit here and there. Last one.
I actually learned my first taste of devotion from my puppy dog when I was a little boy. And the way the dog would look at me and be devoted taught me how to feel that inside myself. But now it's being around great beings, reading the scriptures, and then supplicating in the Guru Yoga naturally melts any barriers. Whatever's there naturally then arises and combines with that.
So it seems like that we have to have some seed. If you don't have that, what happens? Can we have devotion or no? How to relate. I think it's talking about relational with something, some seed within you. created by someone, something, inspire you, this and that, then it happens, no? Or is there any intrinsically some sense of devotion element, or is it learned thing? Can be both, yeah? Say yes. Yes. Is this blind yes or intelligent yes? Is that a devotion? Oh, in Nepali, yes. But anyway, even though it's a learned one, it's good to have. No? Good to increase. Could be one of the reflection. Could be helpful to you. That you can trust to someone with the devotion. You also learn some part of the love. Love. Mm. So, I put aside of the devotion which come out of natural expression of Rigpa. We keep aside that. I think you know this quite a lot. We talked that already 3 days. But now, if that happens, it solves a lot of problem. Because of your experience, the nature of reality, which is the clarity recognized is own nature, which is emptiness, and liberation is happening within that. Minimizing suffering, and increase some other element of intrinsic qualities, such as renunciation, compassion. And you experience that. Without you experience something. And you have a trust, there is a baseless, which is my base. Are you with me? My English is better today. So better listen carefully. See? Is that a good or bad?
Very good.
So why I need to repeat then? Why I need to repeat?
So that we can hear it again.
Okay. Same like the other day's talk, there's two kind of reflection. One is emerge out of Rigpa as an expression of Rigpa. And that also emerged in the mirror, because the mirror is empty cognizance. Within the empty cognizance or empty clarity, there is also phenomena happens. And that phenomena is a pure phenomena. Okay? As an expression. We experience this, at the same time we are not blocking any other impure phenomena, concepts, perceptions, feelings, thoughts, whatever arise within that special Rigpa mirror are sub-liberating. Sub-liberating, liberating upon arising. Because of that, we know intrinsically it is working. Why is it working? It is liberating suffering. And we have ability, as we say, we like that. We love that. We appreciate that. And we see we are some kind of outside of the box. But we still can relate with this groundless ground as our basis. So things happening like that, again and again, there's a trust built in. Even though if we don't have any learned habitual pattern, learned a seed of devotion, even our childhood is completely screwed up by our dear parents. Joking, okay? They didn't screw up. They also screwed up. So don't. I tried not to say that, but slipped. Something is screwed up. It's not intentionally they did that. So it's a subject of compassion rather than revenge. I quite often give this example. Sorry, Jessica. John and Jessica, husband and wife, and they like to have a child. And they discussed before conception happened, my dear, we should have a child. Other one said, yes. Soon as our child come into the world, we screw up them. And father said that, mother said, yes, we do that. And mother says, not before. We can do before. No need to come out into the world. When it's in the womb, we can screw up. Can you imagine any parents did that in this our earth? I don't think so. Really? Very few, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility of the world, so very few can happen. But most of them, 99%, something, they have a good intention to bring their child, or sometimes accidentally happen, but not intention of screw up. But many screw up. So it's like so you have to think that way. It's not like they have a choice. If your mother is Tara, and your father is Mensushri, or your father is Jesus, and now Jesus and Tara are talking about this. We should have a child. Could be very beautiful mixture. And bodily can be nice, but emotionally, subtle body and the mind, we're going to screw up them. Stick of it. I don't think so. They are bodhisattva. They will not do that. If they did that, then you have a right to get angry. Because they're free of their emotions. They're free of their mind. If your mother is Tara, your father is Jesus, and they still screw up, everything go upside down, then you have a right to sue. No. But poor mother, poor your father, they try their best. But they also have these issues. Another banana comes. And so we should have more compassion. What's the main point of talking? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. If you don't have that, even though maybe somewhere you screw up. But through the intelligence, through your own effort, you can recognize natural mind, some extent. How much you grow is different, but some baby Rigpa can experience, because natural mind is your nature. When it's your nature, if you're trying to put effort, definitely you will connect it. You will connect. It's not your nature, then it's hard to find. So with that, you cultivate that slow. Wow, it's working. My banana is softening. My karmic habitual pattern, the tightness and rigid restlessness, it start to open up. I found apple in my heart. Juice is coming up. And then many good quality comes in, no? Then at that time, I think it's time to do a cultivation of that. Little bit increase. So here, many of prayer here talks about the ultimate dharmata is the ultimate guru. So you found innate guru through the instruction, and based on that innate guru, trust, working, and then you have to connect with other gurus. Are you with me? Then mena, or sometime in the Tibetan Dharma we say if you have a karmic connection with Dharma or teacher, something will happen. That's why we are really excited to make a good karma, good through the good merit, that sometime auspicious thing happened in your life. Many people just met Khyentse Rinpoche, that's it. Some met Khyentse Rinpoche, nothing. Some met Tukujen Rinpoche, that's it. Some Tukujen Rinpoche, nothing. But they still have interest in Dharma. But that connection of feeling of devotion is not coming. So the safe way, I think it's 21st century, is to learn, reflect, and recognize your own nature, which is ultimate guru. It says here, also here. On the page 12, Lama Shuku Rangsam Takparzo, Rangosheti Tonji Soltevins, Nangsi Konya Lamirobate, Tartu Kosum Lama Dubrashos.
Dharmakaya Guru is complete within my own pure mind. To recognize my nature is the supreme, essential supplication. The whole phenomenal world is the display of the Guru. May I realize the ultimate Trikaya Guru.
Da teba jega yi ji gogdowa. Yang na sonam ji tsosawa. Yang na baja sangpo ji la tenpa. Yang na ko ji rangrik tonji lama sekirita lama. Lama ji zane rangrik tonji lama kala kansa ji ngoshi. Di ngoshi ni gomni. Maybe at the beginning just technique only. Tamu mang je technique ma to chagi mare. Meba chi yojure de technique ta chi chane. Semu chiare, kare chiare, gomiare. The kale the technique ti la tenne something will happen. Chik trograwa. Koti sherap chi yoro anganzola. The sherap ti tenne tini technique ti jede wa ina. Then nyama chi wa tati pentogdo tenne. Then tarong ngala shana. Then trust chi chagi tangbo. Trust la tenne faith ji yung re someone already to faith del tene you become emotional about that faith that thing whole thing that time the devotion se gore 대발라 emotion shirayo mare mögule emotion yore 대바다 möguni ge chabate 대바 생에디 시럽게 온거 다때래도 템바들 대바 다 대바 뒤래도 템비기 땡되나라 되는 다른 즉 some 동동부 저기다 때문에 special reaction about the 대바 대바의 시도지래 대바들 reaction 대바들 support wow 땡오네라도 되네 되는 emotion 지 차용도 되는 möguse 요래
맞소. There should be some kind of basis or ground for our devotion to come from. Either it comes from gathering a lot of merit, or it might come from
라마지투 라마이나레 최나 amazing 제 that's it 시바강 같은 용어로 와 베나 마르발로자 메레레바 마르발로자 첸 고잠지 네 대바제소래
나서
양 가시 그 최도 고잠지 망고도 저거 전부 라운드 고잠지 저거 전부 가린 하마걸 저거 전부 라운드 최들 대바제 밍삼라 되네
나서
그래서 난지 레기 베이스 샤네
나서
아니 테네 대바제 요래 그래서 대바제 시하고 프랙티컬 시고로
나서
practical mena da peng mare tangsa
나서
chik techi chik tata nge lawade
나서. So, for example, based on past merit, we might meet a great lama. And once we've met the great lama and devotion sort of wells forth, then all the other things, all the other aspects are included naturally. So like this is what happened to Milarepa. When he just heard the name of Marpa, it just automatically happened. There's many cases like that.
serapti lamare seyor tatela
Yeah.
serapti lama
Uh-huh.
serapti lama
Uh-huh. So it's like his karmic lama from many lifetimes. Destined lama, you might say.
Yeah.
Karmically destined lama.
뭐 그래 destined 하고면 가로
Less. And also there's many cases that we meet the Dharma just by past merit. And you hear many stories about this in the tradition. People just hearing the word Dzogchen, for example, no idea what it means, no idea what the Dzogchen instructions even are. But just by even just the word, then devotion is born and faith is born. So there are cases like that, but this is not very practical for modern times. And so I don't think that should be the main approach in modern times, to rely on that. And if that doesn't happen, then there's other possibilities. For example, one is through a good habitual pattern being created. Another one is through directly experiencing the ultimate guru, which is our own intrinsic awareness, the natural state of our own rigpa.
purely technical 장이야
Purely through a technique. To whatever extent we experience that, most people can have some taste of that through just applying the technique. Because we have insight, we have intelligence naturally. And when that intelligence applies the technique sincerely, something's going to happen at some point. And when that happens, we can directly see the benefit of that experience, even that taste, that small taste of liberation. And from the benefit that directly comes through connecting with our own awareness, then trust can come, like was said before. Based on the trust, there can be faith. And when faith matures into an actual emotion, then we call that devotion. This is actually a difference between faith and devotion. Faith isn't an emotion. There's not a particular type of feeling associated with it. Faith is
너무 산적으로 주시고 그러다
the Buddhist definition of these.
근데 저 cognitive 다래도 때래도 야야 점진도 다 때래셔 뒤오기도 딱 봤지 저 봤지 라는 냠냠질 때 가사가 싫어지는 다들 내려셔서 다들 대바지 아니 가는 거 점진 쉐베기 대바지 영어로 양난 냠즈 뇨이 대바지 영어도
So in the Buddhist definition of that, faith is connected to insight or understanding. We understand something. We understand the reason for something. And so it can either come from reasoning and examination, or it can come from direct experience. That faith can be born. And then we can have an emotion about that faith, or
as a reaction.
Or an emotional reaction to that faith. That
Wonderful, wow. Wow, yeah, yes, oh, yeah, really wonderful, great. So, emotion the mix it is working. Wow, 오늘에도 오늘에샤 되는 말 오늘에도 됐지. 룰 바보당으로. cognitive 장바에는 바보시라 당해요 말에. 콜레 바로. emotion 레온도 그 서로와단 저어요. 소와단 룰락 바단 저어도 룰은 바보당 메니 치마요도 다 대값으로 된 open heart 차요. 작은가 거치. 인데는 yes. Yeah, it makes sense. Really great. But nothing, no transmission. Everything involved. Goosebump. Goosebump. Bum goose. Goosebump. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what that means, but looks interesting.
The difference is that devotion's connected to a feeling or an emotion about that certainty that comes. The ground, the faith, is like, oh yeah, it's like that. I understand that. Or there's a direct experience, and then, yes, it's definitely like that, but it's cognitive and conceptual. And then based on that, an emotion can come. And the emotion is connected to feelings. It's connected even to the coarse physical body. That's when we get the hairs standing up and tears. We have an emotion about it. It's like, yes, that's what it's like. It's a feeling that's embodied.
Yes. Not joking, not this one. Yes. Not like, yes. There's a basketball devotion. Yes. 들 때는 된다. physical 당, chakra 당, everything involved 차용도와. 그 cognitive 장발라 그 similar 내시 제그마도. 그 whole system they involved 제그마도. 또 먹을 수정보 장원도 everything sort of reset 차용도 reset.
The whole system gets involved with devotion. And with faith, it's just mostly just at the cognitive level or the intellectual level. The confirmation, faith is there. And then devotion, the whole thing, the chakras open up, the physical body is affected, the channels open up, and the heart opens up. So the whole system is like reset with devotion.
아니 두고지 뉴지겐을 비송그래. 아니 emotion 당가랑 그 망고 태송 콩라 emotions 당고 emotions 제라시라 공미도 emotion 들들들레스 아더니 다 조직 똑바당 진지가 똑바스 이어레스 아니 군속의 장주섬 수침부 제와당 아니 먹의 수침부 제와니 딱 똑바세도 와 그걸로서 이나다 내가 제자로서 때 feeling로 emotion로 똑바 여도 여러 와 아디 저월 제그레 똑바된 얘기 닝지 주 전부 째나요? 아니 샘 같이 교래.
Mhm.
전주섬 군수 전주섬 주좀 째나요? 내가 난심 봐. 네 대바 싫으시는 매그 주 전부 째나요? 아니 그 담지 조직이 아니 딱 한서 근데 진짜를 깔고도 똑발람나 샘장바질 거로도
Mhm.
별로 똑바서는 서로 와요 냠도 열어
Mhm.
다 간지 the healthy emotion 디 고치 그랬어 답잖아 돼
Mhm. 두고 림시 딘디라고 손소.
요지케는 뭐지
아니 요지케는 딘디라고 손소.
요지케는 뭐지라 나랑 기 간디 슈바레 간디 카리 슈바레스나 speak good Tibetan.
It's very nice. Yes.
아니
So
공기 송발라
what Nyosha Kenrinpoche said to me
because I asked him. Yeah.
was about this. At first, sort of he said that there were two kinds of, say, thoughts and emotions, because there's sort of one concept in Tibetan. There are those that bind us, and there's those that lead to liberation. And when the experience happens, when the taste of liberation starts to happen, and that quality of freeing is directly experienced, then a confidence can happen. And so emotions or, thoughts or emotions like compassion ripening into relative bodhicitta, or faith ripening into devotion, those are what we can call like healthy emotions, as opposed to emotions that bind us further.
Yeah. So that the based of faith and devotions arose, rise. At that really moment, then you have to have a little bit of change intention. Like mikpate jurgure so that tangu 대바당 먹어야 돼야 appreciation 되는 영어로 왔다. 다 appreciation 간의 영어로 써. 야, 다 라라를 던질라마 베이비를 받다. 베이마시 아니 is working. 펜토도 다시 영어로 왔다. 될 때네 다 되게 덤비기 라마이나래 다 소이나야 still in the world. 될 appreciation that tradition 데 마냠바. 아니 ngaranglaya ko kokap chungwa tela appreciation shu chembu je deje wal tene tene ya zawa don jubre jebelama ta rangri donji lama seng chi tangpuchi nibati rangi lam tombe ge lama dela zawelama se tela appreciation je den tegi jubati 아니 kashin juba ta kashimala jubelama dela ya 아니 대바시제 메메고 있지. 대소 강가 도명도 다들이 지금 메고 강내네. 되니 다 진압지 쇼고라야. 솔뎁스는 제거 거랑시 샤샤나 야보다래 is a healing. It become the healing. 이난 진압 죽으로 왜 죽 말에서나 아들로 비서나 진압 죽 시그레스 가서 그 메고 양다 버레스. 이나양 솔뎁지 제네. 진압지 렌샤나. 슈샤나. 왕시 렘발라서 봐. 그의 왕그 송도 연대 틀레가 왕시 렌샤나 땡그레스 야그레스. 그럼 먹으시 삼바요. 되나? 랑시게 진압 죽으러 배서나 죽으다 죽으레스. 그렇다. 이나야 손대지 제나
Mhm.
다 술라마이나레 이다미나레 다 산지 전주서 술라이나 군두그 다니들라 되니 잡지 제네 손대지 직제잖아 야그래서
That's right.
이나에다 이제 메나 대바다 먹으면은 되니 라바지 검데나 is another cognitive visualization of 자기도
That's right.
이제 대바요 open heart 차
Mhm.
강가차 되니 딩하네 되니 손대 직제네 손대 나라 돈다 약부터는 도와
Mhm.
다와 또 벌써 일랍도 다 진랍 연구로 진랍
Mhm.
진랍 가려서 구승투기 진랍 제로치 농아 예수기 데바 다로 다버서 진랍 솔스 하는 갈 레즈메 버신 진랍도 솔 자주세면은 자주세미 제버신 진랍도 솔
Mhm.
똑보면은 똑보줄로 제버시 다 된서 진랍 때네
Mhm.
다디 직 연구를 해서
That's right.
this part is kind of important
Mm.
and we are sort of neglecting it a bit time to time because we are so afraid of something. Yeah. That's it?
Yes. So based on our experience of, you could say, our baby Rigpa, even however small it is, based on that experience and the actual benefits that it can bring, which we directly can see. We can see what happens in terms of our inner experience and our degree of bondage, even with a little bit of baby Rigpa. And so, based on that, which we call the ultimate inner guru of one's own awareness, from that place, seeing that benefit, we then relate to the human teacher, whoever it might be, who's pointed that out to us, who is still in the world. And we feel something based on that. And that's the actual human guru who points us out to that. Then, based on that, we also feel something towards the fact that this lineage is still in the world, that it's been kept alive, and that it's something that we've directly encountered. And so that connects us then to the lineage, the guru of the lineage masters. And we start to feel faith and devotion to the whole lineage of masters that has provided that. And then, based on that, we can also relate to the fourth guru, the symbolic. Less. So then what, do we leave it just there if that type of faith and devotion opens up? Adi Rinpoche said, yeah, it's okay if we just leave it like that. However, in order to stimulate blessings, in order to receive the blessings, we need to supplicate. It's possible, Adi Rinpoche said, that even without supplicating, just by feeling the faith and devotion, it's possible blessings will come. And it's definitely very healing and beneficial for our channels and so on. But that extra step of supplicating when faith and devotion open up, that triggers the blessings. And that's considered to be very important. And so, of course, if we don't have a basis for supplicating, if we don't have a basis of faith and devotion, then even we visualize the lineage masters and supplicate, it's really just another concept. It's another mental image that we're constructing. But if there is a real basis, if there's real faith and real devotion, if our heart really has opened and our channels really have opened from faith and devotion, and then we supplicate, then we can really receive the blessings. We can receive them through getting the four empowerments, through requesting the blessings of enlightened body, speech, and mind, or Vajra body, speech, and mind. We can make specific requests. Please grant your blessing that this laziness is, cleared away if we happen to be lazy.
All the list is in the calling Lama. What kind of blessing you want? Page 13.
Ale. Dinchana? Oh, just
Tada, you look at.
that's all.
And Dala Dama member, Chinjilab, Chinlab Kare Gorzum, Dala Dama member Chinjilab, 년라 착바 샴바신 데지 지답 저러지 다다 년디 아니 베 니요나 야고면도 다다 년 탄지 랑서셔 더 지랍 가르고서 어디고 you're demanding I want that blessing, I want this blessing, I want that blessing, please can you help me? Otherwise just blur. Oh, I have a big banana, please help me. Sorry. You're fed up banana? I have a beautiful avocado. Please help me. I have this. That mangbo yoro ta tinso kanga. Ta re tumu mena tumu yulu nola chakba meba. Ta tin talung lesrowa milam wasal rowa. Dresi dondan temba. Korwa donu tu neba. Otire yung tene jinab chirochi lara gore. Jinab comes into that kind of form. What you rang request karache wati tedan te nala yongoro mado. Kaya majidana dogs to the yongo mare. Kayansan kanga jumdeg tendere. Jumdeg tenan deo ranga zotada. Tendu ya sanji janjusamba tuji chinaw nganzul malwa marate koyan tendeji digorwa. Jumdeg tender rangin soldeg chegore sona adroji. Solde maje wala ngachilab chegime solde chengen sola chegin tende chorida ke je mare. Ina koran kansa rangin ngoni tendeji digorwa. Tishu temade me manga ten thengra sanje tujo na nga kaya majida ngal kanga chelab jena digorwa. Digorwa. Depende nima kangal chakborde puba nagon신다는 nima 연구가 말아. 되는 시래. 랑게 ngo는 지 제고 그래. Blessing cut off. Because we need devotion. Devotion of battery, then the sound of blessing will come. Now he's already in faith. Now he's practicing devotion. Look at his face. See?
Yes.
The blessings here. Yeah. Chilata.
So blessings are received based on specific requests. That's kind of the way that they come. If we just sit there and don't do anything, or just say, I need blessings, it's okay, but they're actually, the way that it happens from our perspective is through tendril, through interdependence, some kind of auspicious connection that we create through a specific request. What we need, we request it, and the blessings come that way. It's not that the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas only give blessings to those who are supplicating and don't give blessings to those who aren't. It's not like that. The blessings are there, but from our side, we have to provide and create the tendril to receive them in the specific way that we need them. It's kind of like the sun shines, but if there's a small hole that's blocked, it doesn't make it in there.
Tapuk. Cave.
A cave.
Like
Yeah.
completely round cave or cave which is facing a wrong direction. Sun will never come in. Light might come, but sun never come.
There's no preference or distinction on the part of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, but from our side, we have to provide the link, create the interdependence from our side, from our perspective. And that's done through supplication and specific supplication. So for example, in the Calling the Lama from Afar prayer, we request, please bless me to hold no hatred for my enemies. Or maybe we have really strong attachment to our friends and close ones. So we request, please bless me not to cling to any friend. We're making very specific requests for our specific bananas. Or we have a strong bias between those that are close to us and those that are far from our heart. And so we request, please let this bias about friends and enemies subside. Can I do away with that? Or please let me not accumulate all these things, be so attached to these worldly possessions that I have. Or if we don't have tumo, please bless me to blaze forth the tumo's blissful warmth. So there's all these kinds of requests that are, for example, in this prayer.
Who wrote this one? Didn't say here? First Sony. Huh? Yeah, Ghana is Sony. Ghana is Sokji. First one. Ghana Chakra means Sok. Sokji. Ghana Chakra means Sok. Kolo. First Sony, okay, anyway, first Sony, yeah, I know. So.
So there are many requests in here to make all the connections meaningful, to take the form of the deity, to liberate those who have not been liberated, and so on. So anyway, there's a lot of these very specific requests in here. And that's the way that we need to supplicate. We need to specifically make supplications based on what our obstacles are, what blessings we want and need. And then they come that way, because the auspicious request has been made, and then the blessings can come.
Okay? So you know that. So I don't know whether I can speak.
Sorry.
God bless you. Why not? When I speak this, sometimes goes well, sometimes not go well. So, tapena. Okay, for example, there's a music, and then you cultivate. Some nice music, and then good environment, some kind of holy environment. And then you chant something. So create something. Is that devotion or no? What is the special, distinct in the devotion? Is that the whole feeling? Is devotion? I'm talking about Buddhist devotion, Vajrayana devotion. I think there's one specific one, and then a lot of share one. Share Hindu, Buddhist, pop, jazz, devotional singer, create like this, no? Is that devotion? Well-being, longing, the devotion that is the devotion, or something is missing. Or when you have real devotion, you should not have all of this. Candidate.
So there's a blissful quality to that. There's an openness,
tranquility, some kind of
peace, well-being. all those feelings are there. There's these warmth and emotions. So the question Rinpoche is asking is this devotion in its complete form? Or is something else needed? Or if we experience genuine devotion, do all these other feelings need to be cleared away? How is it?
Okay. Think about that. Okay? When we come back, we discuss. Well, depending also to the mosquito. There's some hyper there. Hyper. Wife. What is that? So in the devotion, you shouldn't have that? Okay. What real element is making devotion? If I says, yeah, you can have all of this, but there's one thing is necessary. So look into that. Or you like to have dry devotion? You like to have that, no? There's something there, no? Is that enough? Or something else you need? Okay. Sanam de damje zigwani tamne nyebe dana bamje ne jega naji bala dubai sebe zole duwa dawa jo. Changju samjo rinpo je ma je pa na je yoro je wa je ma me va ya ame gong do be wa yo. Thank you.
Thank you.